community, for the families of the board, the families have just been here. There's been a lot of work over the last 50 plus years, and I'm saying that, by many people. And so again, I just want to reiterate every time I get a chance that we are here because we stand on the shoulders of giants. This is work that was laid. It was no superhero work. We are following up and just completing what was started. And so we thank you for that.
For 53 years, this community has been neglected. Tonight, we have the opportunity to repair the historic harm, engage in systematic change, and address a governance requirement that has been neglected for approximately 30 years. And lastly, to reinstate the true sense of community building back into our core community.
Tonight, we are set to make a critical vote that will undoubtedly go down in Evanston, Skokie District 65 history. This is history. No, actually, it's our story. This night, our actions, the work that has led us here, the future, it belongs to all of us. Members of the public are welcome and invited to address the board during public meetings. Speakers are discouraged from using the public comment period to air specific concern about staff members.
My name is Shelly, and I'm going to be reading this one. It is important to me to have a fifth ward school because that will mean that we have a open opportunity to go somewhere that is good and great.
I am here today telling our neighbors to stop speaking for and over our Black community. That has been hurt by generations of anti-Black racism in Evanston. We have our own voices and our own stories about the desegregation and forced busing of our people. One such story belongs to my cousin, my elder Scrappy. He was one of 2 Black children that was forced on a bus out of the 5th Ward to integrate in Lincoln School. Imagine that.
As an Evanston Skokie community, I hope that we are able to rise to this moment and continue to work as a team to improve our schools, education, affordable housing in all of our wards, and community welcome for all of our students, every day, every child, whatever it takes. Thank you.
Today, we have the opportunity to return to the community that which never should have been taken out of the community in the first place, a school. For that, it's true reparations, helping to repair the harm without even needing to call it reparations.
Amen.
So, integration without equity lends itself to what many of our community recognize as being drive-by diversity, where racial and class integration in Evanston is brought about by the burden that our Black community has had to bear for decades and for generations by having their children exported from their community every single day and imported into the white schools in the name of integration. This is a historic moment. It's not only about making history, it's about being on the right side of history. Today, tonight, let's make history and be on the right side of history by voting not to give a school, not to build a school, but to return a school that was taken away from the community in the 5th Ward, a school they deserve, a school they need, a school they want, reflecting the best of who we think we are and who we claim to be and what we aspire to be as Evanstonians. Thank you all.
The construction we talked a lot about last week, as well as in the summer and a few other times, about paying for the school through insurance of lease certificates at no additional cost to you. The way that we would repay that is obviously we would reduce our operational costs in order to pay back the lease certificate. So you save on the busing, then you can pay back the lease certificate. And the significance in reducing that transportation cost, I think it is worth being said that even though 5th Ward students are assigned to 5 schools, they go to every school in District 65. I'll say that again. They are assigned to 5 schools, they go to all 10, not including magnets, right? And so the busing costs, as you could imagine, and the congestion just in the Fifth Ward school on which bus to get on to go to that next school is really, really cumbersome for our families. The construction of a new modernized building. The average age of our buildings is 77 years old. We have old buildings in District 65. So how exciting, not just to repair a harm, but also to get a new 21st century sustainable school in Evanston.
Just double checking my notes. I think I've exhausted all of my clarifying questions for you all this evening. Unless any of my board colleagues have additional clarifying questions for the public, then I think that we can go ahead and do roll call. Yes. So with that, boom. You did it. It'll work. So with that, we have ourselves a plan for a new Fifth Ward school in District 65.